Hey, welcome to the channel. Second Act Workshop. It's a channel that it's going to be about reinventing myself in retirement. So we're going to talk, it's going to deal with a lot of retirement issues, as well as getting into, things that I do. Like I'm into woodworking. I'm part of a makers group, and just some other things that that I'll pull in from time to time. But it's been a month since I retired, and so what I thought I should do is just do a little update, a little report card, just with some observations. And this is what this video is going to be about. What's kind of happened in this first month. Now, one of the things that I noticed, and I hope you notice Casey back here in the background. I've talked about this on some of the other videos. She's dealing with some health issues, so we have to give her IV fluids 3 times a week. She just had a treatment. She was laying here all nice and, nice and comfortable. Looked like I thought, hey, I need to put her in this shot because she's a lot of the reason that I do this. Anyway, okay, so let's get back to it. It's been a month. One of the first things that I've noticed is I have my time back. Now, that comes with its own little set of challenges as well. And one of the things that I noticed is that, with my time back, and I'm kind of used to being a structured routine person, the time seems to go by a lot quicker. I would turn around and go, where'd the week go? How in the world did I have time to work full time before? So kind of dealing with that. But yeah, but it's my time. I can dictate how I use it, and it's very comforting. It's a nice place to be. Last weekend in the area where I live, of course, we were dealing with the winter weather storm. Hope everybody that was involved in that, that lived in areas that were affected, I hope you guys got through it okay. We did. We were right on the edge here in Atlanta and didn't get, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But yeah, now they're talking about it, that we could be on the edge again for tomorrow. So, but that brings up before, in my previous job, I was an executive in the senior living space, and there were 2 properties that I was involved with. And when something like this would come up, there was a lot of planning, contingencies, all these kind of things coming up, and it was not having that. I just realized that when looking at it last weekend about that time, that's what I would have been doing, and to not have that was just was really comforting, kind of a relief. It was nice. Now, of course, we had to do for our own family, our own home here, we had to be ready for things, and that was okay. But it was that was one thing that I was appreciative of. It also kind of reminded me of the Sunday dreads, when you realize that Monday morning you started a new work week, and you were, what kind of things you were going to have on the table, what kind of issues I'd be dealing with when I walked in the morning, and that sort of thing on Monday morning, and just all of that. Look, don't have that anymore, which is really nice. That I appreciate. But I have learned that I do kind of need to have a little structure. So I don't do hard cast planning or anything that I've got. I keep a calendar, and I certainly put appointments and things like that on it, but I try not to overload on things that I want to get done or get done. I'm trying to adapt to being able to be okay if something doesn't get done, but at the same time, not get in a mode where I don't get anything done. So yeah, that's been one thing that personally that I've been working on, and so that's one thing I noticed. The one thing that I've thought about a lot, especially this first month, and just for those of you who may not have seen some of the other videos, I turned 70 this next month in February. So that had been my plan to work up until then, and then deferred my Social Security and everything till then. So that's what I did. Quite honestly, the one thing that I've come away with is I wished I probably should have retired sooner. Because there's a lot of difference between 65 and 70. It seems to me like every 5-year increments comes with its own challenges, and anything after 50, you start noticing things. Really start noticing things about how you're aging, your body, and things like that. Just in the past few years, I have dealt with more health issues or physical things. I mean, nothing terrible, but I count myself very fortunate to have the health that I have. I've been very active all my life, and still try to remain so. But there is that drop off, and there's a part of me that thought, you know what? Did I really benefit? And a lot of it was done, what I think, for financial reasons, putting more money away and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, was it really worth it? I don't know, because obviously I made that decision to work through, but I've really kind of questioned, was that really the way to go? Did I, could I have done it a year or two earlier? Oh yeah, and would it have been better? I don't know. But anyway, I've certainly thought about that some. Of course, a lot of what I've done this past month is just normal preparation for things to come. Like I had to roll over a 401k from my employer, got all that done. Kind of made some decisions about how to handle certain things money wise, especially with the rollover, things like that. All of that, and then obviously where to go from here. I have stuff I need to get set up here because being here on a daily basis, we've set aside some space for office space, and then there are certain things that I need to do to get my shop area really set up for the kind of projects, woodworking and craft projects that I like to do. That I was certainly planning for in this stage of my life. I include Casey in a lot of my, in a lot of my communication, and the reason is the woodworking business I set up. I actually did an LLC, and she was part of the logo and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, so that just kind of explains why she's just a real part of things. And so anyway, I've done a lot of just planning on how I need to lay out a shop area, how to I'm taking room in the house here. We'll be setting up actually more of an office area because there's inventory that I need to deal with. Actually, a studio space to do these videos, things like that. And again, this channel is a learning process for me. As I'm going along, I'm getting a little, trying to get, a little more savvy on how I do this. So I appreciate everybody that's viewing right now. And if I don't think I've said it yet, but certainly like and subscribe, because that helps me grow this. And but I appreciate anybody that stops by and views in any of my videos. And I hope you can become a regular channel visitor. But anyway, so first month, I'm actually pretty happy with it. There's always more stuff you can get done, but I think I'm working into it gradually, and trying to be very purposeful in how I set this up, and just realizing that this is a big change. This is not this is another chapter in my life. It is the second act, so to speak, and so that's why we call it the second act workshop. Workshop is obviously talking about what I'll be doing as far as woodwork and things like that, but it's also a metaphor on the whole process of actually reinventing yourself and as a part of the retirement. I had a family member tell me that, it's not about retiring. It's about, what are you retiring to? And so that's what I'm trying to do. I hope this channel will be beneficial to people, and just letting you know how I'm doing things, and maybe it can help you, as far as when you look towards retirement, or if you're getting close to that now, maybe some of this information will help. That was my idea in starting the whole channel in the first place, because I'm telling you, I had to dig for things. YouTube was a great resource. Got a lot of information from others that are doing similar things to what I'm doing. But each of us have a unique perspective. Each of us have had different experiences in life, and so it's probably good to hear several different views. And I've been very appreciative that there is this avenue that I can use, and hopefully it can benefit others, because it certainly benefited me. Anyway, that's about all I have today. I'm trying to put out consistent videos, and at the same time learning how to do all this, especially editing and things like that. It's a big learning curve, but it's been fun, and it's a new skill, and I'm all about that continuous learning. So anyway, like I said before, appreciate you viewing, and if you'll like and subscribe, I'll certainly appreciate that, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.